Season 1 of Marvel Rivals is officially here, and with that comes 2 new maps, a new game mode, and 2 new heroes. In this video I'm going to talk about one hero in particular, the new strategist, Invisible Woman, because good lord did the team cook with her. She's super strong and has an amazing kit, and in this video I'm going to break down exactly why you should play her, even if you're new to playing strategist. Not only is she an amazing healer, but she can deal a fair amount of damage here and there, as well as offer mitigation where necessary. Believe it or not, I actually managed to get 12k mit in this game in the background just from spamming shields. It's great. I'll get into it in a minute, but first I'm gonna ask you to subscribe, as I want to keep making content like this that isn't only entertaining but informative too. We're nearing that 1k sub milestone, and it'd be super cool if we could reach it early into 2025. Now, let's dissect Invisible Woman and explain why she's the best strategist at the minute. First things first, let's have a look at her kit because it's important to know what everything does before playing her. Her primary both heals and damages depending on who it's shot at. Kind of obvious which is which. Teammates equals healing, enemies equals damage. But because it kind of acts like a boomerang, it has the potential to pass through an enemy twice, offering double damage. In order of how they appear from left to right, Ability 1 is her Guardian Shield, a deployable shield that not only offers cover for a teammate, but heals them over time and slows enemies that pass through it. Ability 2 is Psionic Vortex, a damaging vortex that slowly sucks enemies into it, offering a nice little bit of crowd control in bigger fights. Ability 3 is Force Physics, a super useful ability that can either knock enemies backwards or pull them forwards depending on how you use it. Ability 4 is Veiled Step, a double jump that casts invisibility on use rather than passively. You go invisible shortly after disengaging from a fight, offering self-healing whilst you run back to safety, but using this ability allows you to cast invisibility instantly. Her ult, Invisible Boundary, creates a force field within a chosen area, making all allies within that chosen area invisible to any enemy outside of the force field, as well as granting healing. If an enemy decides to enter the force field, they can now see the allies inside it, but are slowed. It's a pretty fair trade-off if you ask me. Her kit is absolutely crazy and it allows you to do some very stupid stuff and get away with it. Personally, the best way I find to get value out of Invisible Woman is to play a little bit more towards the back, healing my teammates and using Psionic Vortex to block off doorways and just the general path of the enemy team. It doesn't offer much damage in a team fight where they're getting healed, but it's damage nonetheless, and there's a chance that we'll actually get a kill from it because I'm helping my team deal damage to the enemies. Even if we don't find a kill in it, I'm charging my ult by dealing damage and healing the rest of my team. But what if I can't heal because I'm in a bit of a tricky situation and I'm stuck reloading? Well, if I've got my ult and we really need it, then I'll ult because the healing in there is really good. But if I don't have my ult, I can throw down my shield because that offers both cover and healing, which, you guessed it, gives me more ult charge. It's honestly super easy to get her ult, which is handy because we can use it to clutch up in team fights that are looking pretty bad. But what should you do with Force Physics? It's a super useful ability that can genuinely change the flow of a team fight because it can either A, knock enemies out of the fight, or B, pull enemies into the fight. Combine this with a Hulk Strange combo and we have a recipe for destruction. Pull in a weaker enemy like Mantis, preferably when you know she doesn't have her sleep, and they'll just explode because they're basically defenseless in this situation. Hell, you could even throw in your Psionic Vortex to offer extra damage and get the job done faster. It's crazy how much she synergizes with pretty much everyone in the game. She can pull enemies in to help melee heroes secure kills, or she can push them back to help ranged heroes maintain that range and stay safe. Especially when Wolverine just got buffed because, god, it's painful. But that just about does it for this video. Now, hopefully you understand why you should play Invisible Woman. At the moment, she has a seasonal boost that gives her a 15% healing bonus, which has absolutely no right going as hard as it does. It's super easy to average around 20 to 30k healing in comp matches if you know what you're doing and you're doing it correctly. Remember, don't overlook the shield as just a shield because it can offer extra healing whilst you're reloading. I don't think she even needs that 15% extra healing because she is an absolute unit regardless. Anyways, thanks for watching. Once again, I'm going to ask you to subscribe and leave a like on this video, as it lets me know that you've enjoyed it and want to see more. Let me know how you're finding Season 1 in the comments. Are you liking the new heroes and maps, or do you wish they were a little bit different? Finally, have a nice day or night if you're watching this at night, and make sure you check out some of my other videos. Not only will I appreciate it, but you might too.